We are finally back. We had a little day off because apparently the Chrome updated and kicked off my Screencastify, and we just can't have nothing. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. We're doing quadratic modeling, so we're going to move all the desk, make a little catwalk, and y'all are going to dress as quadratic functions and model down the catwalk. On the catwalk, you're going to do your little turn on the catwalk. Nobody. Oh my gosh, that's a song. All right. So the reason why we had this warm up today for AH and K is because we are dealing with AH and K on this lesson. All right. Now, remember the vertex is HK. We will need to find all this stuff. The H and the K is the easiest thing to find. Okay. Because we will do this as soon as I can grab the right thing. All right. So we want to look for the numbers in between the repeated Y values. Okay. In between the repeated Y values. So if we're going 0, 14, all right, these two repeat, right? Yeah, 30 and 30. Believe it or not, this is our H. This is our K. And it's super similar to what we just had when we were doing our 5 points to graph right here. The plot thickens. Okay. So we have our H value of 4. We have our K value of 32. Now, to find A, this and A is the one thing that everybody's like, I don't know this. I answer more questions during the test on this section about how to find A. Okay. This is the best way I can say it. You move from K to the next value. It doesn't matter if you go right, you go left. Okay. It's just how you would go there. So if I'm at 32 and I go either direction, the next number is 30. Okay. What happened to go from 32 to 30? Minus 2. That's our A. Huh? How? All right. It was at 32. Now it's at 30. So if you're at 30, if you have 32 people that you're in charge of, and then all of a sudden you have 30, what happened? Yeah, 2 lost. That's what happened. Okay. That's why I don't like field trips, is because not everybody always comes back. What? All right. Anyways, so all right. So that goes there. This goes here. And this goes here. Ta-da! Are y'all seeing now how it relates to the warm-up problem? Oh my gosh. Genius. All right, that was one of them. Notice, did I even read the word part? No. Honestly, we can do this without reading the words. We could care less if a football is punted in the air. This doesn't matter. Okay? We don't need to know the situation. All right? You know how you have those friends that love to tell you all the details, and they tell you too many details that you don't know what they're talking about? That's what word problems are. Okay. So, let's look at this. All right. So, I'm looking at my Y values, making my way downtown, down. All right. So, I see these repeat. Okay. The 26, that's where it repeats. Okay. That means this is my wrong color. This is my H value. This is my K value. All right. Now, it just so happens that it's the same type of problem where to find our A, we actually end up with the same value. But if we have $28 and something happens and we have $26, what just happened? Yeah, we subtracted 2, so A is minus 2. And for those that just came in from their small adventure, don't worry. I've got the screencastify. It's recording. We're good. Oh, man. Just can't have nothing, can we? All right. Ta-da! I still think we should have done the catwalk thing and made y'all like. It's called quadratic modeling. You know how those people get on the treadmill and they do their model walk for the Tic Tac so they can get like tens of views? Yeah. None of y'all do that, do you? No. All right. All right. Now, this time we actually have a graph. Now, unfortunately, because we can't have nothing and the copier hates me, this graph is probably really hard to see. It probably doesn't have all the grids like mine does. Okay. Huh? You can, all right, well, that's one. All right. I like doing the charts. Okay. The charts for me for this is easier and for students. All right. So we have to find our vertex, and that happens to be at this point right here. This point is at -2, 4. Okay, -2, 4. Guess what? That's our H and K. Wow. All right. If we are right here at 4, if this is the Y value at 4, and the next point where it touches is at 3, if we were at 4 and now we're at 3, what happened? Okay, that's our A. Huh? Was it go to 3? So let's get real close and all up in this business. All right. So if we are following this graph, it's at a point right here at 4. The next time this graph touches a little grid thing is right here at 3. This is at -1, 3. Okay. So if we were at 4 and went to 3, that's why it's at 3, is because it actually is on that little grid thing. Okay. All right. And it's really funny when I zoom in like that because that's a really thick mark with this pen. All right, if I was at 4 and now I'm at 3, what did I do? Huh? No, if I was at 4 and now if I was on the 4th floor and now I move to the 3rd floor, what did I do? Move down, -1, right? That's where we got the -1. All right, now, normally in math is actually kind of funny because there is no normal. All right. This has a minus in it. We're already plugging in a negative. So what does this have to change to? A plus. Yeah. Some people will put minus a negative in there, and I'm going to count it right because I know what you're doing. Okay. Usually. Some of y'all do some crazy stuff. I don't know. Just wait till we actually start doing more math stuff. We have some really like more calculation stuff. I would do this thing last semester where I'd put up like funny math where people would say like 2 times 3 was 5, you know, 8 times 8 was 16. It's just funny. All right, back to a chart. We like charts. Charts are fun. All right. Where do we see the y values repeat? What numbers? 3. Okay. That means this is our h value. This is our k value. All right. Now, to get the a value, I'm at 4, and I go either way. It doesn't matter. And now that value is 3. So what happened to go from 4 to 3? Minus 1. I had 4 people. One of them got lost. And you can write the -1. You can put the negative up there. Either one. I don't care. Okay. I know, you know. Who knows? Nose goes. Nobody. Man, I'm putting out gold today, and y'all are just not having it, man. All right, last one. First thing we find is our vertex. Our vertex is right here. That's where both sides that meets, it's either at the top or the bottom. It just depends on how the graph is. All right. This point right here is at 0, 5. Okay. 0, 5. Now, that means that our h is 0. That's a bad 0. Not better. K is 5. All right. Believe it or not, you won't have one like this on the test. I'll probably just put all charts on the test. I don't like the graphs. Do y'all like the graphs? Graphs are bad. Charts good. Okay. All right. I'm going to say it touches right here. It's really hard. It actually doesn't really touch. This is a bad problem. Okay, but if I'm at 5 and I moved to 4, what happened? Yeah, went down 1. Now, if we're writing this, I will accept the answer like so. If you have to write it like that, that's fine. You can also write it like this. Okay. I can read both. I know exactly what you're doing. Because if you're writing it like here, like I've got it in here, you're doing it exactly like I've told you. Okay. And how? All right. Believe it or not, that's our lesson. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Leave a nice comment. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.